All right, ladies and gentlemen, in case you're tuning in, European Tournament Bronze through Platinum Finals. It is 1-1 between Adam.
Yep.
Hit me up with just something.
That's my neck.
All right. Johto is starting down here in the bottom left position, and up top right we have Trey. And first game went to Johto with a 4-gate. Second game going to Trey with a very nice Mutaharass with a Ling Bling type ball.
Bling Muta Death.
Yeah.
Which is, unless you have high temp, pretty bad to deal with.
Yeah, and it didn't really help. I think Johto put all of his cards into that Dark Shrine and that DT rush.
Absolutely.
And once it was scouted out by that Overlord, he found himself in a world of shit.
You better believe he did.
Yep.
And he made a couple of interesting battle choices. If he was going to attack, he needed to do it probably immediately after that first Mutaharass. I think that's probably the best time. At least scout a bit first to see where you should be attacking with maybe an observer or something if you do have one. But as soon as that first Mutaharass hits, you know another one's going to be coming.
Yep.
And so just go and do it and get him off of your ass as early as possible. And you'll not have so much harassment coming at you consistently all the time. But I'll be interested to see how things go down in this game. It is 1-1. They now have a good feeling for each other. Definitely in the mid game as well. They should each know kind of what to expect from the other in terms of the early and mid. Now that we've seen both of those spectrums in the first two games, I don't expect to see Cheese. I do expect to see Johto to maybe 4-gate again.
Well, you know, I do as well because
he's comfortable with it.
Exactly, and you can kind of tell he kind of played like I played when I was in Platinum.
Yeah.
And it was 4-gate and DTs, and it was a matter of catching your opponent off guard. It wasn't really a matter of, oh, wow, I'm really good at 4-gating or I'm really good at DT rushing, although I became good at both of those. But I think that he's going to be comfortable doing it. I can really see him trying to pull out another quick win with another 4-gate. This is definitely a decent map for Protoss. It's very, very short, so you can get up there, grab those towers, do some decent harassment with sentries. But then again, you know, if Zerg wants to get really, really aggressive as well, it can be a good map for Zerg if you can catch the Protoss off guard, get fast metabolic boost, or a Ling Rush all in. You can find yourself in a lot of trouble as a Protoss player. But I can honestly say, as a Protoss player, me playing Zerg on this map, I love it. I just like
this is definitely a
better.
This is definitely a better map for Protoss really than Zerg, because there are so many, aside from the very middle of the map, in between the gold and each one of the towers. Besides those 2 points, there's really not a whole lot of wide open space. There's a lot of areas for Protoss players to funnel Zerg units, which is what needs to happen, especially in the mid game and beyond, when force fields become so vital to the Protoss player. And early Roach Warren here for Trey. I don't know. I don't want to say he's going to get aggressive with it, because we saw Link Speed the first game and nothing really came of it. But he does have a drone in here, so he does see what's happening. So maybe he will get aggressive.
Well, there's that Stalker yet again. I'm still... unless he's doing a 4-gate, I just really don't like the Stalker play. He's playing so blindly. You know, he's just hoping that a bunch of Lings don't come down here. You know, what happens if 16 Lings come strolling down this way and all you got is Bob and one Stalker? This Stalker is going to shoot slow as hell. You don't have anything to force the ramp. There is the 4th gate, so he is going to be doing another 4-gate as we expected. I'm not a big fan of blind playing
against
like
Zerg,
this.
you're definitely better, I would say, 9 times out of 10 doing Zealot, Sentry, then Stalker if you really want the Stalker too. But luckily he's not getting a lot of aggression out of his opponent.
Oh, he needs to really watch this probe, because if he gets too close to the edge, his
gonna
Overlord is going to see it. Another thing that I don't really like about this play from... Oh, he's good.
Wow.
Trey, for some reason, was not controlling these towers. He didn't put a Ling on each tower. He doesn't have Metabolic Boost going again, although that Roach Warren is finished. He does have a couple of Spine Crawlers, and there he goes. He's picking up, and there's the Metabolic Boost, just as I was saying. He doesn't have it, and there it is being finished, researched. That was huge. He denied that pylon He denied that pylon to go
And
down even
tons
quicker.
of speedlings on the way right now, and he will easily defend this. He moved his
Forget-
spine crawlers
look at this.
over.
Look at this. He's forced to warp in his base.
Back
and
home.
here comes the spine crawlers. And this is exactly
defense.
what he needed to do
Easy
in the
defense.
first game. It's so easy to defend a 4-gate when you're playing Zerg. It's just the speedlings.
And this is why you can't normally get away with a 4-gate against a Zerg player who sees it coming, like we see here from Trey. And he's actually going to do the right thing.
Very, very nice by
and
Trey.
just send them back down there. Look for any additional pylons that might be there, and then go down and do some damage. He can throw these Zerglings away and safely know that even if he loses the majority of them. He knows if his opponent's building up. If he sees an expansion, he doesn't need to worry about a lot of aggression for another couple of minutes, and he can himself macro up and get ahead.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. And here we go. Is he actually going to run right into the base? And Bob is not
Oh,
doing
I
his
love
job
it.
right now.
Yes!
You're fired. You're
Yes,
fired.
Trey.
You're fired.
Yes, Trey.
And this is going to be some serious damage. He may
If
not
he attacks-
He might not get any kills, but this is a lot of probes off the line, and he might even be able to survive, keep all these lings alive, and just run out. And the damage has been done. Whoa, he lost maybe 3 or 4 ling there.
Nice.
A lot of them got hurt, but I mean that was
I like
a lot
it.
of probe. He's seen the Twilight Council. A lot of information happened, but now he's just kind of wasting these lings. He's not going to be able to kill that Nexus.
Oh, he's running out.
So he's going to quickly run out. You know what? That was a very, very good.
I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10.
I like that.
I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. You know why?
gonna
He
go with
didn't
that.
really kill a lot of probes, but he did get them off the line, all of them off the
He
line.
got the information he needed.
Got the information he needed, stuck around long enough to piss off the Protoss player, and got out with some lings, and now he's sending them back down, and he's seeing that a push is coming back up, which means I expect roaches to be on their way, and there are a couple. I think the problem is
interesting.
he might have just got caught in between a drone cycle, which means he could be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, actually, he droned heavy there.
Yep.
39 drones, and this is, oh my god, this is going to be game. He didn't,
Yeah.
he built the roach horn, didn't get any roaches.
He got caught in that drone cycle. He was
Oh,
down
the
there.
massacre. Look at all these. This is such a perfect position for Johto on that ramp. That was a very, very brilliant decision-making, getting away from those spine crawlers, getting in the middle. It looks like Trey is going to be able to hold this, but so much damage was dealt to those drone lines. The expansion is down for Johto, and wow, that was a nice counterattack. I give that an 8 out of 10.
I agree. Actually, I might give that a 9 out of 10 because damn. Damn.
No, that was good. We take a look
Damn.
look at that. He even shit up 28 drones to
I mean-
28 probes. He's got his expansion up. He's still got 4 zealots. He managed to keep another 4 zealots alive. He's now putting down
Those
a
were
forge.
reinforcing zealots.
These were?
They were halfway up the map before they were like, no.
Okay.
No,
well, then
not doing it.
Well, he's still got 9 zealots at
That's
this point.
that's the appropriate unit to be building right now because at this point he can build those up. It defends from any immediate Zergling threats for the most part in the mineral lines, and it will allow him to basically focus on stalkers when the time comes. And he's getting some sentries.
Yeah.
So this is kind of what you would
Ooh.
normally see. And charge lots. I like this
Very
decision
nice.
a lot. Especially with sentries to back them up. This is what you would normally see earlier on in a lot of higher level games is people, like you were saying, skip the Stalker, they get the sentries, they get the expansion, and then they go up for that harass with maybe, 3 or 4 sentries and some zealots, and do a lot of heavy harass on the natural expand of a Zerg. So this is just really delayed, but it's still a very viable combination of units based on what he's seen after that attack.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets enough charge lots, they're going to be very, very good against roaches. They're going to be very, very good against lings.
Yep.
They're going to be able to surround these spine crawlers quickly. But at this point, I think he should just keep probing up, keep building a massive unit,
Yep.
and just kind of play it by ear. You know, get a little bit of scouting going on.
Yeah,
These
he
lings are
get
going to
in a
poke in
robo.
here.
He should be. Does he have Robo yet?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have a
He's-
robo yet.
Yeah, he needs to get into Robo because,
He-
like you were saying, scouting would be huge.
Either
right
that
now.
or get some hallucination and
Yeah.
get something.
Oh, I like it. I like it a lot, and the Zealots
And
are
Aspire
actually
going as well. So you know what? I think I'm going after this attack. If this fails or succeeds, he's going to need to counter.
Oh my! Man!
Oh shit!
Wow! And will we see a desperation counter here from the Protoss?
Well, he needs to. The Spire's
Yes,
going
he
up.
is.
That was a lot of minerals that was pumped into those Ling Bailing.
Wow.
He did a lot of damage. That's a lot of probe kills right there.
But was he droning up behind it again? And will he
And
get
look at
caught
this.
off guard?
He is scared as shit.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Here
He
comes
should
all
be.
the spine crawlers. And you know what? If Johto doesn't waste any time and he goes up there right now, he's going to be able to take this game.
You know, Trey just basically exchanged probes for drones, and then he just built a bunch of spine crawlers instead of having them continue to mine.
This is it. This is game.
And this is looking awfully ugly.
This is game.
Kind of unnecessary Guardian Shields.
So many charge lots. Well, the Guardian Shields are going to help against Spine Crawler damage, but besides that, I would like to see some Force Fields, and there they are. And these charge lots are just going to tear a strip in everything around here. He needs to chuck up another Guardian Shield and keep forcing this ramp. And at the very minimal, he should be able to get rid of this expansion. He might not be able to win the game right here, but he's definitely going to do a significant amount of damage to be able to put himself in a position where he can win this game.
No, I'd be surprised if he didn't win the game. He might get some Banelings happening up in
He's a force, man. You need to force. You need to keep forcing that.
A little bit delayed on that. He will clean those roaches up, though. And it looks like Trey's going to hold this and keep his expansion.
If he did not, if he did not allow these like 6 roaches to come down here, he probably would have been able to at least pick off everything here and come pretty damn close to killing that natural. But at the same time, he rocked his opponent. But was he droning in behind this? Not really.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't really at all. I mean, and it looks like
sitting on a lot of minerals right now as well. I can't tell who's going to win this freaking game, Adam.
I don't know anymore.
God.
It's just there's bad decisions happening that basically throws off everything that we're saying.
Well, not really. I mean,
it's like, well, I mean, not bad decisions so much as kind of misplaced micro. That really makes a difference.
These charge lots can eat these. Yeah.
There should be infinite cycles of charge lots to win the game.
Yeah, this is it.
I'm calling it at that. Just infinite charge lots should win the game. There should have been Banelings happening in the base, but there wasn't.
I find it weird that he's still getting roaches.
That's what I'm saying.
And he did
Banelings.
Yeah, well, not even that. He's got a Spire. I mean, he could have warped in. He could have built or harvested probably about 6 or 7 mutas at this point. They would have taken 0 damage and splash damage on all these. Although that's a very nice concave by these roaches. They're just going to keep tearing apart. It's going to be a non-stop wave of Zealots. And here comes the drones.
Because here comes the next wave of Zealots. It's game over. It was game over as soon as there was no Banelings and no mutas. As soon as he decided that roaches were the way to go, there was no way he was going to stop it, and that was game over. It's just an infinite stream of Zealots, and we're going to be going into the next game.
Oh, jeez.
And I was going to say that wasn't really concave so much as it was just blocking the ramp.
Yeah.